All right, so I'm gonna dive deeper into Homeline, but hopefully not too deep, just to not spend too much time on that. In case of any questions, please reach out to the sales manager or me directly. My name is Julia, and today I'm gonna give you some more information on the Homeline products of Optimum Derma Aciditate. So to begin with, we have the cleansers section. The first product is the probably most neutral and the most universal and most suitable for every skin, every concern, every condition. It is a milky cleanser. It is suitable for dry, dehydrated, compromised lipidic barrier, skin also mature. But I would say that this product is, as I've previously mentioned, the most universal. So if in doubt, that could be the best option that you will never fail if you recommend this product. You use it on dry palms and dry face, you massage it in, and then you cleanse it with lukewarm water. It has soothing, calming ingredients and hydrating ingredients as well. It is good at removing mascara and other makeup, so it is quite one product for every concern that is universal, as I mentioned. Another product is Soothing Gentle Foaming Cleanser as well. It is, I would call it not active. So previous cleanser that is milky, uh, I call it not active because it doesn't contain active acids that would do some kind of regeneration or antimicrobial properties or something. The same goes with this foaming cleanser. So it is also suitable for any skin, but especially for as foam itself. It is the best for oilier and normal skin. It also has soothing ingredients such as panthenol, allantoin, also the adaptogenic mushrooms extracts and avocado oil. To begin with, the active cleansers, that could also be as a hack used as a mask. So here we have several active cleansers. Two of them is with glycolic acid. So 8% glycolic acid cleanser contains cucumber extract as well for some soothing and hydrating properties. And there is also 10% cleanser. So glycolic has two options. So it depends what is the need of the skin. Obviously, 10% is a little bit stronger and suitable for less sensitive skin. 8% is still suitable for blemish prone, for oilier skin. So just like glycolic goes along with those two. Also, anti-aging properties is known for glycolic acid, so that could be also an option for mature skin. It's just you have to be careful about the irritation. Yeah, so both cleansers contain glycolic acid, as I mentioned, either 8 or 10%, gluconolactone, SPHA acid, salicylic acid, that is like a smaller concentration, but still there is some. Next cleanser that is active is with lactic acid, 5%. So lactic acid is known for hydration properties and also for pigmentation prevention. So that could be a mature, dehydrated, normal skin and also pigmented skin concerns. It also contains gluconolactone and Camellia sinensis extract as an antioxidant. And last active cleanser is with amber acid. It does contain, mostly succinic acid and gluconolactone. This one is most suitable for either very sensitive skin, one thing, and also for mature that want some antioxidant support and don't want that much of regeneration. So that's more of a like hygienic every now and then cleanser, very gentle but still acidic to balance the pH and exfoliate a little bit the skin. So if we want to accentuate the strength, or the concentration of the acids. That is amber acid to begin with. This is the least intense. Then we have lactic acid. And lastly, we have glycolic acid, 8% and 10%. So that would be like the grades of the acidic cleansers. Next up, we have serums section. So our absolute bestseller. Oh, by the way, I can add on this as well, that active cleansers can be used as mask a couple of times a week to put it on the face and leave it for around 10 minutes. Again, depends on the concern, depends on the sensitivity and toleration, but that could be a nice option for additional exfoliating and antioxidant support action. For the serums, absolute bestseller, as I've mentioned previously, it is Hydro Reheal Serum. This serum contains a bunch of best ingredients for compromised lipidic barrier, so it is perfect for support, post-pill support, because it does contain 5% of ceramides, a mix of them. Also, epidermal growth factor, tripeptide, Centella asiatica extract, which is known for regeneration. Also, skin soothing and calming agents, and Reheal complex, that is patented ingredient invented by Optimum Derma Aciditate. This ingredient that is called Reheal, it is a natural antimicrobial, antifungal, and antivirus product or an ingredient that has these benefits without compromising the lipidic barrier of the skin, which is a very common problem when you use the regular disinfectant, for example, denaturated alcohol or ethanol. So this is an ingredient that will gently protect skin against the pathogens. Since it does contain ceramides, it has some lipids, but when you put it on, you never feel any greasiness, any heaviness. So that is great for oily skin as well, for acne-prone customers. That is great for men as well, because men usually don't like to feel anything on their face. As I've mentioned, bestseller, we have it also in professional use, so you can use it after any treatment to support the skin barrier. Another product with Reheal complex, and Reheal complex is lanthane nitrate. So that's the chemical compound. So this serum also contains Reheal complex, and although it is called serum, it is I could tell it's a balm. So it is heavier. It is rich in oils. You can use it as an additional layer, moisturizing and as occlusion to protect the skin against the external environment. It also does contain vitamin C, so it does provide with antioxidant support. And it is great for as a cold cream, also great for mature, very dry skin. And the skin that needs, as I mentioned previously, some more occlusion. AI peptide serum. So the background of this serum is that back in 2 years ago, I think, when AI wasn't that widely used yet, but we created this serum with the help of artificial intelligence that created the peptides that would actually help in stabilizing the sebum production. Also has anti-irritation properties and anti-inflammatory properties. So it does control sebum excess, and it is great and gentle on the skin. Therefore, it could be used for sensitive but oily and acne-prone skin. It also adds some hydration, although it's not the main function, but it does work on the appearance of the pores. Also does contain niacinamide. So basically, well, niacinamide is great for pigmentation prevention and melanogenesis regulation. And also it does contain a little bit of salicylic acid for the pores cleanse. C15 antiox serum. So this is vitamin C 15% serum. We used to have 10%. Now we have a stable form of vitamin C, that is sodium ascorbyl phosphate, with a 15% concentration. As any antioxidant support, it is suitable for any skin, so it is quite universal. And it comes with in an airless packaging, because it used to be like that, but therefore you have a lot of contact with oxygen, and well, it's not that great because it oxidizes, and the efficacy of vitamin C is decreased. So here we have airless bottle, and the concentration is higher, so that's an updated version. Next up, we have Dermabright serum. So Dermabright serum is brightening, as you can guess from the name. It also, well, why it's brightening? Because it works on the pigmentations. It can be used for spots locally and also all over the face. It has quite a range of ingredients. So first of all, it has 10% of encapsulated acids. So that would be glycolic, lactic, and citric acids. Additionally, kojic acid, which is famous for pigmentation regulation. Also, phytic acid, that is great antioxidant and also provides a very, very nice glow effect. And moreover, it does contain retinol 0.3%, which stimulates the cell regeneration, and licorice root extract, again, that is an ingredient to decrease the inflammation and also regulate the melanogenesis process. So it is a little bit, it's more of an emulsion. It's not very watery. So it does provide with some comfort as well. But you need to not start with using it every single day, because since it is quite active, it does contain acids and retinol. If a customer is used to retinol, then that could be used every single day. But just for the sake of safety, I would recommend to start with a couple of times in the evening, and then continue with increasing toleration, well, increasing the number of nights that the customer is using this serum. And yeah, check the skin and don't overdo that. And also, if any product that you use as a very active, it's not super active, like it doesn't give instant regeneration with some flakiness or something. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But what I want to say is that if you're using an active product, then you really need to be cautious about the skin lipidic barrier, and you want to take care of that. Therefore, to use a Hydro Reheal serum, for example, or recovery serum that is heavier, and to make sure that you do support the skin barrier. Next up, retinol serums. So that is for obviously retinol users. 0.3% pure retinol in oil, in squalane. Squalane is an oil that is similar to the sebum that our skin produces. Therefore, it is not comedogenic, although it is an oil, but it is lightweight, and it does provide with glow effect. And obviously you need to again use it like to increase the toleration time by time. So you start with a couple of times a week, and then you increase the usage as the time goes by. Skin balm is a universal product. It is like an oil. It is it does contain the Reheal complex. As I mentioned previously, it is like a natural disinfectant, so that could be used on herpes, on some irritations, on scratches and compromised skin barrier areas. Also, that could be used on the, what's the name in English? On the things that when you wear a high heel and you have some like those blisters, yeah, that's the word, blisters on your heel, so that could be used to prevent from that. Hyaluronic acid serum, well, at the moment we have an upgraded version, and that's the upgraded version. Obviously for hydration we have different molecular weights, so high and low, and therefore we are able to affect the skin in different depths, in different levels of the epidermis. So basically that's a very universal hydrating serum that is suitable for any skin type. Anti-redness serum, another serum that is great for skin that is prone to prominent capillaries, to redness, and with this serum, you support current capillaries and prevent them from vasodilation, because it does contain telangin peptide. Well, or the name is acetyl tetrapeptide 40. It has vasoconstricting properties. So in the long run, it does really help with decreasing those hot flashes in the skin, and calms the skin down a little bit. Another upgraded version that we had recently updated, that is peptide anti-wrinkle serum. So it used to be just like an anti-wrinkle serum, and that is it. What we did, we added more peptides. One of them is for increased hydration, and others are DNA protector and myorelaxing peptide. So acetyloctapeptide 3 is quite famous for mimicking botulinum toxinum effect. So in the long run, it has the property of relaxing the muscles, and therefore it works as an anti-wrinkle serum. If a person wants only one serum, wants some hydration and also anti-aging properties, this one is a go-to, because as I've mentioned previously, this one has the peptides for moisturization and also for this anti-wrinkle effect. Next up, we have Cordyceps Calm Serum. So this serum is great for soothing and calming the skin down, and I would advise not to mix those two. So anti-redness serum works on capillaries. It does contain telangin peptide that is vasoconstricting, as I mentioned, and this one is calming the skin. So those are two different things, although very often a skin that is prone to redness is also easily being irritated, but that's not necessarily always the case. So cordyceps and Trametes versicolor, those are the mushrooms, adaptogenic mushrooms, and what they basically do are they're working on the skin's natural immunity. They're building it, and they're making the skin more able to prevent from the pathogenic from the pathogens that could penetrate the skin. The cream section. So our very strong and innovative product, that is Exoheal cream with milk exosomes. It is lightweight, so it could also be used as a serum, a concentrated treatment with milk exosomes that are very well tolerated by skin and are universal. So exosomes are, simply said, bubbles with the RNA DNA, informative RNA, peptides, lipids, and so on, all the molecules that are necessary for cells regeneration. And these bubbles are being sent to the cell, and it is being told what to do, how to, maybe to repair itself, maybe to repair the barrier, maybe to work on pigmentation, maybe decrease the inflammation, and so on. So those are, let's call it the smart bubbles that tell our skin what to do. So this product is very universal, although most often used for mature skin and anti-aging, but it is quite universal. So it does contain milk exosomes, also hyaluronic acid, ferulic acid as an antioxidant. And as I've mentioned, it could be used as a serum as well. So it is very, very nice product. We used to have 30 milliliters. Now we have it in 50, and it's a great option like a regular cream. Next bestseller is as a heel cream with ceramides. As you can guess from the name, as a heel cream does contain azelaic acid, also mandelic acid. So those are the two acids that are great for exfoliating the skin. Also anti-inflammatory properties and antibacterial azelaic acid, and also for decreasing the pigmentation. Plus, we have ceramides. Ceramides support the lipidic barrier, and also some other calming and antioxidant ingredients. But basically, that's the best seller. It is great for rosacea, it is great for acne, for pigmentation, and people are really, really noticing the effect of it. So that's bestseller for a reason for sure. Next up, we have recovery cream for normal oily skin. So that's a home cream for especially post-treatment support. It is gentle, it is minimalistic, doesn't make the skin overdo anything. It is quite lightweight, but yet enough to support the lipidic barrier. So very universal and basic restoring cream. Acnex cream, here we have again encapsulated acids. So we have these acids as exfoliators. Then we have Rahil complex, which is necessary to fight acne bacteria. Also, we have antioxidant support, Centella asiatica, which is known for cell regenerating agent. Licorice root extract again works on pigmentation. So that is gentle yet effective product for acne. And previously I didn't mention, but now I can do that. Why encapsulated acids are good? So the thing is that they do contain, let's say, a bubble that has phospholipidic bilayer. When it penetrates the skin, it does it gentler, and these acids are exposed to the skin slower and more gentle. Therefore, we are avoiding irritation, and this action is also prolonged because these acids are encapsulated. Next up, we have cream with ichthyolum for acne-prone skin. This is an SOS cream, like a spot cream that you can use locally on the spots, on the blemishes only, and it does contain ichthyolum. It is famous for anti-inflammatory properties. It does contain a little bit of like a medicine smell, but since our products do not contain basically none of them except for two products that are for mature skin creams, none of our products do contain any fragrances. So we are positioning ourselves into more of a medical side, not so much of a spa with all the aromatherapy and all the, in our opinion, unnecessary scents that, because these scents are potential irritants to the skin, and we don't want to expose our skin to any additional irritation. Next cream is oily skin cream with retinol and black cumin seed oil. So as the name says it, it is most suitable for oily skin. It does also contain retinol. Let me check what the concentration. I think I had it somewhere in the catalog. 0.2% pure retinol is here. Also black cumin seed oil, that is natural antioxidant and has anti-inflammatory properties. Chamomile, green tea, some more antioxidants. So that is effective cream for acne-prone and oily skin people. Another cream with retinol that is for mature or well probably customers who are seeking for anti-aging, so not necessarily mature but maybe around 30 years and more. So that this cream does contain 0.3% of pure retinol. It does contain hyaluronic acid and a range of peptides. So SNAP8, for example, as a myomodulator. So it also has, just like acetyloctapeptide 3, it also does have this effect in a long-term use as a botulinum toxin. And yeah, some antioxidant that is great to support the antioxidant cell feature. Next up, we have firming cream with lactic acid. So this cream is great for hydrating the skin. It is quite lightweight, and it gently works on pigmentation prevention and decreasing the pigmentation, although it's not as effective as, for example, dedicated serum Derma Bright that is especially for pigmented skin. But this one is quite universal. It is gentle yet effective basic hydration with lactic acid cream. It is firming. It is good for mature skin as well, maybe oily mature skin, the people who don't like heavy products but are already in need for some anti-aging support. Yeah, and it does contain 1% of lactic acid. The creams that I've mentioned do contain the fragrance are these. So cell-stimulating face cream of 40 plus with amber acid and peptides, and amber lift hydrator cream. So Amber Lift is for a little bit younger skin than this one. It is less intense in terms of regeneration, but it does contain amber acid as antioxidant and also hydrolyzed collagen. So collagen is known for attracting, it works as a humectant and attracts the water molecules, meaning that basically it hydrates the skin. This cream is more for a little bit more mature skin, so 40 plus. It is a little bit more intense. It does contain acetyl octapeptide 3. It's a little bit heavier, but still not too heavy. Amber acid as a cell energizer and antioxidant. Next cream is nourishing cream with macadamia oil and shea butter. So this product is, from the cream section, I would say the most heavy. So it is great for dry skin. Also the skin that needs a high support of lipidic barrier, maybe post-treatment, maybe winter time when the weather is changing and we have heating season and we really need a little bit more support in terms of a little bit heavier cream. So obviously macadamia oil, shea butter, lanolin, squalane, so those oils that are helping our skin barrier. So the texture, the consistency is quite light, but when you put it on, you can notice that the oils are melting and the skin is getting nourished. Very universal, very simple moisturizing cream with aloe vera and hyaluronic acid. So this is quite a basic hydrating cream, especially great for teenagers who don't need a lot. But if you need something special, for example, retinol or acid, you can add on in cleansers or serums, and you can have a basic cream to just hydrate the skin. So for the ingredients, they have nothing to add. It is quite universal. Also, eye contour cream with tetrapeptides. So this is the only under eye area cream that we have in our assortment. It does contain acetyl tetrapeptide 5 as a depuffing peptide. Also, like this is a cream that is suitable for puffy, for dark circles, for dryness around the eye area. So it is lightweight. It goes along together greatly with concealer. So it's not greasy, it's not heavy, absorbs it really nicely, doesn't go down in bubbles. So and with the high concentration of the peptides, that is 10%. Next, we have two creams with sun protection factor. That is SPF 30 and SPF 50. So to begin with SPF 30, it is a little bit more lightweight than SPF 50. It does contain a wide, both of the creams contain wide spectrum coverage against the UVA and UVB rays. Also, it does contain this SPF 30 contains calming agents and hydrating agents and antioxidant support. So it is a great daily cream with sun protection properties and also SPF 50. So SPF 50 is also has UVA and UVB rays coverage. It does contain hyaluronic acid, squalane, also does contain DPG, which is the potassium glycyrrhizate. It is an ingredient from licorice root. It has calming properties, and I would say that SPF 50 is more suitable for dry, mature skin, and SPF 30 is a little bit more lightweight, so it is better for oily, normal skin, and the ones who don't like to feel something on their skin, whereas SPF 50 is more hydrating and nourishing option. For the masks, we have launched this product last September, and it very, very quickly become our best seller because the price is affordable. It is a longevity product. It does contain NAD booster and also exosome, so it is a great overnight treatment. It is universal. It's good for every skin because it does contain a nice mix of the ingredients that are calming and soothing the skin. It does have antioxidant support. Also, if there is an oily skin, niacinamide nicely regulates the sebum production even overnight, because we had customers, our cosmetologists, who after one use already claimed that, well, my skin is not so oily anymore. They just went to bed using this with this mask on, and in the morning they notice that the skin is less oily. So that's one thing. But for dry skin and mature skin owners who want some more support, they did not complain about dryness either. So it is great and universal for every skin. And obviously milk exosomes, as I've mentioned previously, those are very universal and great ingredients, great bubbles to tell basically cells what to do. So it is great beneficial ingredient. Also NAD plus booster, that is sunflower sprout extract. It does initiate the NAD molecule production in the skin, and NAD molecule is known for as a longevity molecule, and it's been proven that the more you like the time goes by, the more less NAD molecules are found in your body. So we want to stimulate that and to keep the youthful appearance, and NAD booster helps with that. Also, we have hyaluronic acid, ceramides, centella asiatica, also antioxidants, and acetyl-octapeptide, which is botulinum-like effect, as I mentioned previously. How you use it? You use it couple of times a week. You can use it every night if you want, but like the least recommended protocol is 2 times a week. Use it instead of cream, or if you feel like you want something more, just like me, I like to layer the products. I use it as a serum. I keep it on my skin for a few minutes until it absorbs, and then I apply additional cream just to seal and give even more hydration and comfort to my skin. Next mask is cell rejuvenating mask with amber acid. This one was so successful that professionals asked us to make it in professional packaging. So now we have it in pro as well, because they started using this home line product in their room. So as you can guess, it does contain amber acid. So it is rich in antioxidants and supporting skin barrier. Also does provide with hydrating properties, and also does contain this botulinum-like effect peptide that has this relaxing property. So how you use it? You can use it a couple of times a week. You put it on after an active cleanser just to exfoliate the skin, and so that the mask can penetrate better, and you leave it for 10 to 15 minutes, and you wash it off with lukewarm water. You then apply serum cream and the whole routine that you use on daily basis. Another mask is acne. So obviously this meant for oily and acne prone customers. It does contain glycolic acid as an exfoliant and walnut shell powder. So that is a physical exfoliant, but don't be afraid. It doesn't contain a lot. It's very gentle, and it's not like one of those 3-in-1, scrubs, cleansers, and masks that are quite rough on the skin. This one is very gentle. You can barely feel this physical exfoliation. So it just helps to lift up the cells that were exfoliated by glycolic acid and remove it from the skin. So you use it 1 to 2 times a week, depending on the remaining routine, but it's not irritating, it's not harsh. Now we have the night peels, our separate small but separate assortment. So here we have 3 kinds of night peels. The first one is with glycolic and salicylic acid. This peel comes in 1 bottle. The other ones are coming in box of 2 bottles. So this night peel with glycolic and salicylic acid obviously contains these 2 acids in a concentration of, I'll tell you just in a second. Yes, so glycolic acid 3% and salicylic acid 2%. So since it does contain glycolic acid, you can also use it for anti-age, but salicylic acid tells it's the best for acne-prone skin. How you use it, how you use night peels and when you use them. So night peels, the concept is that it is a quick treatment at home if your cosmetologist is on holiday, or you are going on holiday and you know that you won't have a chance to go to a cosmetologist for professional treatment, but you still want some support throughout the days that you won't be present in the cosmetologist cabinet. Then you can use this night peel for some more support. So as I mentioned, 3% of glycolic acid and 2% of salicylic acid. So that is basically it. The other ones are with phytic acid. So phytic acid does give a glow effect. It is well tolerated by any skin. It doesn't make your skin flaky. The concentration is safe. So here we have 3% of phytic acid, 2% of glycolic acid, and 0.5% of salicylic acid. So it will give you antioxidant support, glow, and this one is the safest to give if a person is going on holiday to the hot places, or for example has a friend's wedding party in Italy and wants a special glow just before the wedding, and you as a specialist cannot come together and do the treatment. So you give this bottle and you make sure that the skin looks good just before the special occasion. Night peel with azelaic acid. Here we have skin that could be sensitive, that could be redness prone, pigment prone. When you use it, you can feel the tingling sensation for up to 10 minutes because the concentration of the acids is biggest amongst the three peels. So azelaic acid we have 10%, mandelic acid 5%, and glycolic acid 3.5%. So with different acids we have a nice effect for rosacea prone, for pigmented skin, and decrease the inflammation. So how you use it? You wash the face, and if you want a very simple routine, you just dry your face and then you apply this night peel. You let it absorb and then you just go to sleep. In case you want some more support on hydration and comfort and nourishing the skin, well, I like to layer with the cream on top. So what you can do is that you wash the face, you apply this night peel as a serum, you let it dry, and then you apply a cream on top of it. But you have to make sure that the serum is dry so that you don't mix the cream with the peel, because those are very different products. So yeah, so in terms of the most active or the most intense night peels, the number one, due to acid concentration, azelaic acid 10%, mandelic acid 5%, glycolic acid 3.5%. This one is the first one. Then we have glycolic acid and salicylic 3 and 2% regrettably. And then lastly, we have phytic, glycolic and salicylic. Yeah, this one. So phytic 3%, glycolic 2%, and salicylic 0.5% peel. Next up, we have foundation for sensitive skin. So this is like a BB cream with that also has some healing properties. So it is great for sensitive skin. It is great for acne-prone, non-comedogenic product. It also does contain Rahil complex, so which is natural disinfectant, and it only contains mineral filters for UV rays, UVA and UVB, but pay attention that it is only SPF 15. So if that's already a light season, then I would say that you need to use a proper protection, at least SPF 30 or best SPF 50 cream, and then on top you can use it as a foundation, this one. I wouldn't claim that SPF 15 is enough for proper skin protection against the UV rays. And then the last product that we launched, that is NAD plus booster mist with in a collaboration with Aquila mineral water that is famous in Lithuania. Because apparently we are using Aquila mineral water in production of our products for ages already. So this year we decided to collaborate and create a product, very summery product, lightweight product, that is face mist with NAD booster. So that is longevity topic, and it does contain also hyaluronic acid. So it is refreshing and hydrating and in some way anti-aging mist that you can use in your routine, before the serum, after the serum, after the cream, before the makeup, after the makeup, throughout the day. It is very universal and really refreshing. So that is it from my side regarding the products. To anyone who's watching the training at the moment, just let us know in case you have any questions. We're happy to help you and to explain anything you need support on, and then we'll really find a way to answer all your questions. So that was it. Thank you so much for the time. Hope this was beneficial, and let's keep in touch and have a lovely summer then.